Oh, so I'll start again. So this is lesson 14. We are going to look at portfolio building, buy and hold, portfolio trackers, how to navigate portfolio trackers. But in this case, we're going to look at like CoinWatch and mention others. And lastly, we're going to look at coin stats. So before I even start, I want us to do something, just a question, a refresher. What's the difference between a coin and a token? Someone, the difference between a coin and a token? The difference between a coin and a token. Let's have, let me see here. Ayub, let's go. Ayub, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Wanjiku.
Hi.
A coin exists on its own blockchain, or a token exists on an existing blockchain.
Yes. So appreciate Ayub. A coin exists on its own ecosystem or blockchain, but a token depends on other blockchains for it to exist. So let's look at what a crypto portfolio is. So a crypto portfolio is simply a collection of different cryptocurrencies and crypto assets that someone owns, and it includes various coins, tokens. No wonder I asked us to define the difference between a coin and a token. So a crypto portfolio can have coins and tokens and projects in the blockchain space. So the word blockchain is to mean maybe things like masternodes, things like NFTs and stuff like that. So a portfolio is a collection, it's basically a collection of different cryptocurrencies or crypto assets, and it can vary from coin, tokens, and projects in the blockchain space. So why should we have a crypto portfolio? Number one, to diversify your risk. So in this, we say having a crypto portfolio, remember you said that it's simply a collection of different cryptocurrencies, not one coin, but different. This is the main word here is different, a collection of different cryptocurrencies. So why do we have different cryptocurrencies, or rather, why are we investing in different cryptocurrencies? Number one, to diversify your risk. So don't put all your money in one coin. For example, if someone, we recently had a coin that was rug pulled someone. I think I sent that, but even if I didn't send, I'm very sure you guys saw it. There's a coin that was rug pulled this week, 3 days ago or this week, or over the weekend. Which coin was rug pulled? Someone? Cindy? Cindy, can see your hand is up. You can unmute yourself, Cindy. Okay, let's have Christian or Christine, one of those.
OM.
Yes, the OM coin. Let's appreciate Chris. Is it Christian or Christian? Kindly.
Christine,
sorry. So let's appreciate Christine. Yeah, the OM token. So imagine a situation where someone had invested all of their money in the OM token. So what happened, or rather, the situation they are in right now is that they have been rug pulled and all their portfolio has gone down. No wonder we are saying when you're creating a crypto portfolio, always diversify. And by diversifying, you are what? You are reducing your risk. Joseph, you're saying you're one of the culprits. You had invested in sorry, apologies. So we are saying diversify your risk. Don't put all your money in one coin. And you've talked about that example that involves the OM. Number two, to track performance. Let me just admit someone. To track performance, so know which assets are gaining or losing. So a crypto portfolio, and we shall see that in the next consecutive slides when we're going to be looking at Live Coin Watch. So having a crypto portfolio, it will enable you to track the performance of the coins that you have invested in. So whether you're in profit or rather are you in losses. It gives you a view of your P&L. P&L is profit and loss. Number 3, a crypto portfolio enables you to stay organized. It makes it easier to manage your investments. Number 4, to invest smart. So it helps you think long term and avoid impulse trading. So in short, it helps you balance out your investments. So let's look at this other part. So what can be in a crypto portfolio? Remember, we said, if I'm to show you CoinMarketCap right here, we said that we have almost over 10 million tokens. Let me see. Yes, over 10 million tokens. From this part, from the top left, you can see that the number of cryptos that we have is 13.4 million tokens. So when we are saying diversify or rather buy tokens, we're not saying come and buy everything. Remember, we have narratives that we have scams. Let's start there. We have scams, we have rug pull, we have projects that will not perform. So in this part right here, we're talking about what can be in a crypto portfolio. Number 1, the blue chip tokens, or rather what we call the layer 1 tokens. These are things like Ethereum, BTC, Solana, and stuff like that. In short, the blue chip tokens, or what we call the layer 1 tokens, I consider them as a safe haven. Someone to tell us, why do you think these layer 1 tokens, BTC, Ethereum, Solana, why do you think they are a safe haven? Someone? Why do you think they are a safe haven? You can see from this part you're being told is they are like the Apple and Google of crypto. From that statement, you can get why we consider them a safe haven. Joseph?
Already they have a very high market cap and their use cases are very strong.
Yes. Let's appreciate Joseph. Joseph has raised a very good point that number 1, they have very, very good use cases. Number 2, their market caps are really very high. Number 3, that he didn't mention but I want to add is that they are less volatile. It's very hard for you to wake up tomorrow in the morning and find Bitcoin has done like 80% down. That would be next to impossible. Yes, it might come 10% and stuff like that, but 80% will be next to impossible. Now, we are saying the blue chip tokens, which is BTC, Ethereum, and Solana, we can consider them as the Apple and Google of crypto, or rather a safe haven. Number 2, actually, just to mention this, when putting up profits, or rather people who trade in futures, you can collect your profits and save them in the blue chip tokens. For example, if you've collected your profits and you want to save that money, instead of having that money in USDT, you can invest in the blue chip tokens. Ambrose, you have a question? Can see your hand.
So you commenting about the total value locked of these blue chips are very high. Total value locked.
Yes, also that's a good point. That's a good point and a good tokenomic. Yeah, let's appreciate Ambrose for that. So number 1, you've talked about invest in blue chip tokens. Number 2, altcoins, some strong altcoins with good fundamentals. Altcoins like Solana, altcoins like Matic, and stuff like that. And under altcoins, remember, what did we define altcoins as? What's an altcoin? What can you, or rather, how would you define to someone what an altcoin is? What an altcoin is? Joseph?
All other coins other than Bitcoin.
Yes, let's appreciate Okari. Any other coin that is not Bitcoin is what we call altcoin. But remember, I said we have different categories, or rather narratives, of crypto projects. So just to break down, because you are being told here to invest in altcoins, we don't mean that you go and invest in any altcoin that is out there. Not every altcoin that you need to invest in, because remember the definition of an altcoin is any other coin that is not Bitcoin, and that will give you the room for scam projects and whatever. So just to come here to this part right here, if you go to this is CoinGecko and navigate to categories right here, you will see all the categories of cryptocurrencies. Number one, you have the smart contract platforms, the layer ones, and you've talked about the layer ones, the proof of work, proof of stake. If you scroll all down like that, you'll notice we have a lot of crypto narratives, or what you call the crypto categories. So does that mean we need to buy each and every coin on the, or rather each coin representing a coin, a crypto category? No, they are leading factors that we need to look in, and they are leading categories that I think you should have tokens on. Number one, we have what you call the exchange tokens. Who can tell us what exchange token are? Exchange tokens. Pius?
Tokens
Tokens?
exchanges. That are only on the exchanges.
Yes, these are tokens. Let's appreciate Pius. These are tokens that are owned by the exchanges. That's an example so that you can understand. You can go around someone to mention an exchange and their token. Let's go, an exchange and their token. Sylvia?
Bitget BGB.
Bitget BGB. Perfect. I can see Friday.
Binance BNB.
Binance BNB. Another one I can see Joseph.
XT.com XT.
What?
XT.com XT.
Yes, I've not interacted with that exchange, but I hope you're correct. XT.com XT. Let's have Paul.
OKX OKB.
Pardon?
OKX OKB.
Yes, OKX OKB. Let's have Sam Altman.
I wanted to say OKX, OKB,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. Pius? Pius, unmute yourself.
FMC.
Pardon?
FMC.
I can't quite get you.
FMC.
FMCP, I've not interacted with that exchange, but okay. FMC something, FMC. Friday? Friday, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, just
Okay. So we can talk about KCX, KuCoin, MX for MXC, and maybe just to mention one for the decentralized exchanges, Uniswap, the Uni token. So number one of the tokens, or rather what I think you should have on your crypto portfolio, is an exchange token. Invest in something like BGB, invest in something like BNB, KCX, and all those that Friday slide, Joseph, Paul, Sam, and Pius had mentioned before. So yeah, that's number one. Number two, we have the metaverse tokens. Metaverse tokens. Let me just see if we can get the metaverse tokens from this list. I know you have not covered metaverse, but can we have someone to tell us what the metaverse is? Someone, anyone can give it a guess. But we shall look at it together. Who can tell us what the metaverse is? Or give it a guess?
I can try.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe Solana.
Not the tokens, like who describe like what the metaverse is. Or give us a rough idea of what you think the metaverse is.
Maybe the coins with their own blockchain.
Okay, good trial. Can you have someone else? Friday?
Fades.
A what? Pardon?
I've already given my idea, my
Okay.
opinion.
Let's have Evans.
When you look connectedness, it's like a virtual world.
Yes, that's the simplest way anyone can define it. Let's appreciate Evans. It's just like a virtual world. It's like a big online world where people can meet, play, work, shop, hang out, all through the internet. So it's a virtual space you enter through using your phone or your computer or VR. Has anyone? I'm very sure everyone is familiar with VR. So it's just like that with VR goggles. And basically, just think of the next vision of the internet, but instead of just reading or watching things on a screen, you can step inside and experience them. But don't worry about that. We will dive into that. So what I was talking about is you can also invest in tokens that are under the metaverse category. Coins like Render, coins like Sand, Floki, Mana, and all these. Actually, the four top. Yes, these are the four coins that I wanted to mention. Render is a good token. Sand is a good token. Floki, Mana, and I've not done my tokenomics on these other ones, but on the Engine token as well. But I've not done analysis on the rest, but it doesn't mean whatever I'm saying is the only good token. You can also come here, do your own tokenomics. So far, we know how to analyze a token. So you can come here, analyze a token, and see which entices your beliefs. So for me, Render, Sandbox, Floki, Mana, and Engine are good tokens under the metaverse token. Just to mention another one that I'm seeing is not here, the PYR token. So yeah, also that's the second category. Like we have talked about exchange tokens, metaverse token. Another category that I think you should invest in is the gaming narrative. Gaming narrative. Let me see. The gaming coins that are supporting, or rather are giving people let me see, gaming. The gaming narrative. Maybe I've missed it from the top here. So gaming. Can't quite see it. But under the gaming token, we have coins like Gala. We have coins like Super. Engine also is also under metaverse and the gaming. Remember, we have said that the metaverse is like an
number 68.
Number 68. Yes. Not gaming blockchain, but let's see the coins that are here. Remember, I was talking about Engine, explaining why it is a metaverse token and a gaming token. So remember, you said that the metaverse is like a big online world where people can meet, play, work, and shop. So Engine is under that bracket of playing, where it provides a space in the metaverse where people can go and play games there. So no wonder we are saying it's under metaverse tokens and also the gaming token. But let's see the coins that are here. Yeah, the IMX token is a good token. The Ape token is a good token. I've just mentioned Super right now. I had under the gaming token, I think I have Gala, Super, Inch, and IMX. Yes, IMX is here, the first one. Ape, I don't have Ape myself, but it's also a good token. Remember, you cannot always buy all the projects, so just choose a few projects and invest in them. So Ape is also a good project. Super is also, Myth is also a good project. Myth is also a good project, but I don't hold it. Yes, Engine, I've just explained why Engine is under two narratives, the metaverse and the gaming narrative. Those are the three ones that I have, but just what I'd mentioned before, doesn't mean what I'm saying is the best project, but you can always come here and analyze the tokens and buy the ones that will entice you. So PYR is also a good token, but the rest I've not done an analysis of them. So just come on this list, do your own tokenomics, or rather look at the coins metrics and invest in one that entices your eyes. So another narrative I want to mention is the AI token. Why do you think the AI token is a good narrative to invest in? Someone. The AI token. Why would you think it's a good narrative to invest in? Someone? I guess. Let me just look for AI tokens. We have AI memes. I want AI, AI.
First AI agent is the same.
Yes, yes, yes. AI tokens. What do you think? AI tokens are a good narrative to invest in? I think that's an easy question. Okay, let's have Evans. Let's go.
So say it's because we're in the air bubble currently is money.
Yes. Let's appreciate Evans. Perfect. The AI, we're in the AI season. Like it's booming right now. We have an explosive, yes, that's the correct word to say. We have an explosive growth in the AI space. So, an AI will need decentralization. So, combining the two, decentralization and AI, then it makes it a lucrative thing to be part of. So, let's look at the coins to invest in AI. But before I even look at those coins, I have like 3 tokens that I'll recommend. You can do Fetch AI, Render, and the VET token, or even DMTR. But let's look at yes, the first one right here. We're having Fetch AI. Before it was called Fetch AI. Now they have changed it to Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. So yeah, but it's still Fetch. The coin ticker is FET, Fetch AI. Yes, Virtual Protocol is also a good coin to invest in. A116Z is also a good coin to invest in. You can see the performance 7 days over the past 7 days is actually very impressive. Yeah, but I didn't buy this one, but I saw guys who really made a lot of money with this token. Also, this token, I hadn't bought it, but I saw people sometime last year who made a lot of money with this one. Also, this one, the AGIX token, I also missed on that. Remember, you never catch everything, but I didn't miss the FET, the Fetch AI token. So yeah, these are just to mention points that you can invest in. We have the Virtual Protocol, we have Fetch AI, we have PAL, we have this one, AI 16 something, have that one. AGIX is also a good token, and many others. So you can come on this list, do your analysis, and invest in one that will entice you. So just to mention a few that I also have, we have the VET, we have DMTR, and the Render token. Don't worry, I'll share a list of the tokens that I myself have invested in. So if you're interested, I'll just share that in the group. Lastly, the last narrative that I would like to mention is the real world assets, the RWA assets. Let's look for the RWA assets, real world assets, coins like Rio, UBXS. Let me just navigate to that. If you spot it, you can tell me which number it is. RWA. Real world asset. I can't spot it, but let me just go down again.
Number 16.
16, let me just, yes, perfect. Thank you. Real world asset has a really close relationship with the metaverse. Remember, I said the metaverse is like a virtual world, everything that we have in this world, but now virtually. So the RWA tokens, or rather the real world asset, refers to tokenizing real world things. For example, if you own something like real estate, gold, government bonds, or company shares, you can put them on the blockchain and they can be traded, you can lend them, or they can be borrowed as cryptocurrencies. So an example, let's say you own a house that's worth 10 million Kenya shillings. So with the real world assets, that house can be turned into a digital token on the blockchain. So let's say 10 million tokens, and the value of those 10 million tokens is $1 each. So these tokens can be sold or used as collateral, just like crypto. So why does real world asset matter? So it bridges the gap between crypto world and the traditional financial system. Number two, it adds stability to the crypto markets. And lastly, it opens up the global access. So someone in Kenya can invest, this is just an example, someone in Kenya can invest in US real estate or bonds using the crypto that they hold. So having understood that, you can see that the RWA category is actually a good category to invest in. So let's look at coins under RWA. We have the Link. Link is also a good token. I don't own it though. So Link, we have Ondo, you have Algo is also a good token. The Maker token is also a good token. Why can't I see the ones that I've bought? And so many others, but just to mention the ones that I have, we have Rio, we have UBXS. So we have Velo. Yes, Velo is a good token also. So just come to this list, analyze a token, do your own research, and invest in a token under that category. Just a question to see if we are together. How many categories have I recommended? And if you can mention them. Let's go. How many categories have I mentioned? Or rather, can you mention the categories that I've mentioned? Friday? Friday, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Friday has disappeared. Let's have Joseph.
Exchange, metaverse, gaming,
Exchange,
AI.
AI, yes, and gaming. The last one is gaming. So I've talked about layer one tokens, the blue chips. We have exchange tokens, the metaverse, the meme, the gaming rather, the AI tokens, and the real world assets. Also remember, it's good to also invest in some memes, but the more stable memes, coins like the Doge token, or rather the Doge coin meme, that's a good meme coin to invest in. We have the Solana ecosystem tokens, or rather memes, the Solana ecosystem memes, coins like Kobe, yeah. Then you have the Base memes, a coin like Brett. Then you have a Tron meme, something like Sandog. Don't worry, I'll send all those in the group. Just to come back to our notes right here, I think you've discussed all these, the AI tokens, meme coins, RWA gaming, exchange tokens, and the metaverse token. Someone to tell me, do you think it's advisable to invest in stablecoins? Ama, would you advise someone to invest in stablecoins for high returns, or will tell them to save in stablecoins? There's a difference between investing. Remember, investing to gain money, and we have being saving. So would you advise someone to invest in stable coins or to save in stable coins, and give your reasons? Pius, can see your hand is up. Okay, let's have Joseph.
They can save in stable coins to avoid inflation.
Yes, why not invest in stable coins? Joseph?
The volatility.
Yes, let's appreciate Joseph. Stable coins will have no volatility. Remember, or rather, this is another question. How did you define stable coins? What is a stable coin? What is a stable coin? And I'll just navigate to that category. What is a stable coin? Thomas?
These are coins that have got very small
fluctuations which is consistent over a long period.
Yes, that's a characteristics of stablecoin, but not quite a definition. But yes, let's appreciate Thomas for that input. Sylvia?
I think stablecoins are coins that are used as base. Like for example, when you're talking about model stroke US dollar, or any coin stroke US dollar, or using euros, or so I think it is used as a base coin.
Yes, that's also a characteristic of a stablecoin, but we are not quite there with the definition. But thank you for that participation. Let's
can I say something else? I think they're related to the fiat.
Yes, that's the word. Let's appreciate Sly. So a stablecoin is a coin that is pegged to the fiat currency, or it's pegged to there's a term. I don't know why I'm losing that term. But yes, they are pegged to the fiat currency or real assets. Yes, that's the word, real world assets. So by real world asset is just a term like maybe a coin that is pegged to gold or something like that. For example, let's open stable coins right here. You can see we are having Tether, which is USDT, valued at $1. So this is pegged to what? If you see its value, the price is $1. This is probably pegged to which coin, or to which not coin, to which fiat currency? To which fiat currency? Cindy?
The US dollar.
Yes, to the US dollar. So Tether, USDC, USDS, this is just a $1 if you round it off. Ethena, USDE, all these are pegged to the dollar. You can see right here. All these are pegged to the dollar. PayPal, whatever. But if you scroll down, you'll see another one called the Tether Gold, and their price is approximately the value of gold. So you're having that 2 something. This is also pegged to the gold. This one is pegged to the dollar. So why we are saying it's not advisable to invest in stablecoin. Remember, the word invest means you are putting in your money so that you may have high returns. If, for example, I've bought USDT, and I'm saying this is an investment. I've bought USDT worth $100. Do you think I'll have some returns in like 2 years? Do you think I'll have a lot of returns comparison to someone who maybe bought BTC? Eli?
No.
Why?
No.
Why? Why, Eli? You are correct, but why? Please maybe assist Eli.
It's volatile, which means that the price won't move.
Yes, the volatility in these tokens, or rather the fact that they are pegged to the dollar, their prices will depend on the fluctuation of the dollar. So it's rather safer to save in stable coins because their values don't change, they don't have volatility. So saving in stable coins is more advisable than actually investing in them. So that is just a by the way. And okay, let's look at the buy and hold strategy. The buy and hold strategy is a long-term investment approach where you purchase cryptocurrencies and hold them for an extended period of time. This extended period of time could be 1 month, 2 months, or maybe years. Number 2, ideal for investors who believe in the long-term potential of cryptocurrencies. Then it requires patience and a solid understanding of the market. So why buy and hold holds the best strategy? Actually, I advise people to buy and hold coins. I don't advise people on futures, but spot and buy and hold is almost the same thing. So spot, buy and hold I'm always there advising people to do that. Futures, high risk, high reward. So anyway, why buy and hold is the best strategy? Number one, buy and hold strategy is the most effective and the safest investment approach in cryptocurrency. It involves purchasing digital assets and holding them long term, regardless of short term market fluctuations. So, for example, if you bought BTC maybe in 2023, I think 2023 BTC was around 23k. So, if someone bought a whole BTC in 2023, I'm very sure within that 2023 we had so many fluctuations of the Bitcoin currency. Maybe it fell down to 21k, even maybe went to 18k, but we are talking about buy and hold, and we are saying buy and hold is a long-term goal regardless of the short-term market fluctuation. So someone who bought in 2023, right now we're in 2025, they're sitting in a lot of profit, because currently as we're talking, I think BTC is at $85k. So they have made their profits, but it was at a cost. They had short-term market fluctuation maybe over those 2 years, but because this is a buy and hold approach, then the goal is long-term, not short-term like futures. The goal is long-term. So reasons why buy and hold is the best strategy. Number one, it reduces emotional trading, so it eliminates panic selling during market dips. Why do you think it reduces panic selling during market dips in comparison to futures? Someone? Let's have someone else apart from Pius. Okay, Okari, let's go.
You are focusing on the long term, so when the price falls, you just continue holding.
Yes, number one, long term. It's a long term approach, but I wanted you to mention that when you're buying and holding, you only lose when you sell. It's not like futures. Futures, when the market goes against you, you get liquidated and the market takes your money literally. But when in buy and hold, it will reduce your emotion, because, for example, if I bought one Bitcoin, I'll keep on using this example. I bought one Bitcoin, and to make it home, let's say, to make this explanation come really close to home, let's assume that one Bitcoin is worth 10 Kenya shillings. So even if the market goes down and now one Bitcoin is worth 8 shillings, it means I still have my one Bitcoin. So the only thing that has changed is that the worth of my Bitcoin has gone down and it's now 8 shillings. So I'll only lose that one Bitcoin if I decide to sell it at 8 shillings, and that will be a loss of 2 bob Kenya shillings. But if I settle down with that coin and continue to hold, remember this is a long-term approach. If I continue to hold, the market will still recover to my 10 Kenya shillings and go up even to around 15 Kenya shillings, meaning that I'll be now sitting on a profit of 5 bob. So the reason why you're saying it reduces emotional trading, or rather panic selling, is because you will not lose your tokens or your money. What happens is the value of those tokens will be low. So, and that's why we say in buy and hold, or rather in spot trading, your assets will become worthless, not worthless. But in futures, it actually becomes worthless. The market will go against you, liquidate you, and carry all your money to leave your wallet with 0 bob. But in this case, in buy and hold, you still have your one Bitcoin, but the value of that one Bitcoin will now be low. Number 2, it prevents impulsive decision driven by fear and guilt. That's the same thing. Fear and guilt will have you closing your long positions when it comes to futures. It has you close your positions with the losses. But with buy and hold, remember this is a long-term strategy. You will do what? You can withstand all the turbulence. Because remember, your coins become worthless, not worthless. They become worthless, not worthless. Number 2, takes advantage of long-term growth. So cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have shown significant growth over time. So historically, holding assets for years has resulted into higher returns. And I've just given an example with someone who bought in 2023. Bitcoin was 23K or 21, around those prices. And now we are sitting at 85K. Or an example, a drastic example of someone who bought Bitcoin in 2009 when the value was around even under $1. And $1, maybe it's like under 100 Kenya shillings. You can imagine the amount of profits they are sitting at as out of today. So number 3, minimizes trading fees and taxes. So frequent trading incurs transaction fees. People who have done futures, you'll see, if you open a position with $100, Binance will reduce your margin to around $99 or $98, depending on the coin or rather the pair you are trading. So that fee will be accounted as transaction fees and possible tax liability. So holding reduces unnecessary expenses, so maximizing profits. Number 2, avoids market timing mistakes. So predicting short-term price movements. For example, in futures solely depends on predicting short-term price movements is difficult and very risky. Remember, high reward, high risk. So holding ensures investors benefit from overall market uptrends. Number 4, I've lost count. Compound gains over time. So crypto bull run typically happens in cycles. We look at that, I think it's tomorrow. We are going to look at Bitcoin halving. It happens after every 4 years. So crypto bull run typically happens in cycles after every 4 years. So holding through multiple cycles increases gains. You'll understand this better in tomorrow's class. So number 3, it requires less time and effort. No need for daily monitoring or active trading. You just buy a token from centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges. But remember, we said never leave your money in centralized exchanges if you're intending to hold for a long time. So you'll move them to the non-custodial wallets, or even better, move them to the cold wallets, the Ledger and the Trezor. So you just under this, we're saying it requires less time and effort. So you just need to buy, transfer your tokens into your preferred wallets, which are non-custodial wallets or the cold wallets, and forget about them. It's as simple as that. Buy, invest, forget about them, come back when you're up in profits. So it's suitable for investors with a long-term mindsets. The last one, ideal for beginners. So new investors can benefit without needing advanced technical analysis skills. Remember, when you're doing futures, even sport, you'll need to understand technical analysis. So in buy and hold, you don't need to understand this technical analysis. Pure fundamentals can help you decide on a coin to invest in. So it's less stressful compared to active trading. So in conclusion, the buy and hold strategy is the best for investors who want steady, number 1, long-term gains without the stress of market fluctuations. Why? It is simple, cost-effective, and has historically outperformed short-term trading strategies. And the short-term trading strategies are talking about futures. Futures, you can make $1,000 today and lose it in the next few minutes. So it's better to do the buy and hold strategy. So having discussed all that, let's look at portfolio trackers and what they are. And this is the last thing we'll cover in this class. So a portfolio tracker is a tool used to monitor and manage cryptocurrency holding in real time. And we'll see what we mean by real time just right now. So how do they help investors? They help investors do the following. Track the value, performance, gains or losses of the assets across multiple exchanges and wallets in one place. What do you mean by across different exchanges and wallets? Maybe you bought Bitcoin. You bought Bitcoin on Mexi. It is there. You bought UBXS on maybe Binance, but UBXS is not many on Binance. On another exchange, let's in this case, let's just say Binance. Buy UBXS on Binance, it's there. You bought another token on the decentralized exchange, which is Uni, it's there. So how do you then manage all these assets in one place, a portfolio tracker. And no wonder you're saying a portfolio tracker will help you track your value, track the value, performance gains and losses of your assets that are that you've stored across multiple exchanges or wallets. So benefits of using a portfolio tracker: number one, real-time price updates. So it keeps you informed about the latest market prices of your holdings. Number two, performance tracking. We look at this practically. It helps monitor gains, losses, and overall portfolio value. Number three, multiple exchange and wallet integration. So some portfolio trackers will help you connect multiple wallets and exchanges for a unified view. And we look at that in a few. Then custom alerts and notification. It can notify users of significant price changes, news, or market trends. And lastly, tax and profit analysis. So in those countries that tax applies in crypto, remember in Kenya it's unregulated, so you're not taxed on crypto. Tax and profit analysis, it generates reports for tax calculation and investment performance. So let's look at examples of portfolio trackers. Number one, have the CoinStats. It helps you sync with multiple wallets. We have Live CoinWatch, and we have CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So allows users to track crypto investment along market insights. So let's look at, I'll just show you a few of these portfolio trackers, but I want us to do a practical on the Live CoinWatch. Just to show you, if you come to CoinMarketCap, rather this is CoinGecko, you'll see this part written portfolio right here. You can see that thumbs up. You can see portfolio from this part, thumbs up. Yes. So this is a part, or rather a segment within this crypto aggregator, which is CoinGecko, that allows you to create a crypto portfolio. Then you have CoinMarketCap. Also under this part, you'll see portfolio. So it's just a segment under this crypto aggregator CoinMarketCap, or rather what people call CMC, and you can create a crypto portfolio from this part right here. So you can see create your portfolio and so on and so forth. Also, you can see this create portfolio from that part. But for the purpose of this class, I want us to use Live CoinWatch. Let me just use a new browser so that you can log in. So open Live CoinWatch. Here's what you'll see. It actually doubles as a crypto aggregator because it gives you details of different cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. So it can be considered as a crypto aggregator. But I want us to use CoinMarketCap, not CoinMarketCap, Live CoinWatch, not as a crypto aggregator, but as a portfolio tracker. So what you'll do, just come to this part and click register. Then input your email address. You can put your email address right here, or you can just log in directly with your Google. So I just want to sign up with Google right here. Remember, we said all the emails you use in Matters Crypto should be private. So I'm just using my public email right now and click continue. Remember not to share your email with anyone. Have a separate email when you're dealing with crypto. Oh, perfect. So once you've done that, you'll see that now we've signed up to that platform, or rather Live CoinWatch. So come to this part right here, written portfolio. So under portfolio, navigate yourself to the advanced. Advanced gives you the option to manually enter and track each transaction and trade. So I'll just click that. Give your portfolio a name. For example, maybe you can call this, maybe you want this portfolio to buy you your dream car. Let me just insert that. Just name it to however you want. You can call it anything you want. For this case, you can call it Lexus LX600, for example. So, after that, click continue, or rather, let me just call this KCM Cohort 1. Yeah, let me call this. Why is this not working? Let's start the main like that. Let's say continue. Then after that part right there, what you do now, now your portfolio has been created. It will show this once you've done that right there. So after doing that, then what do we do? If you want to create a different portfolio, let's start with this. We have Lexus LX 600. If you want to create a totally different portfolio, for example, you want to have different portfolios to represent different things. For example, this can be for the altcoins. This one you can create another one for the meme coins. So just come to this part and continue the same thing we said. Call this the meme portfolio. Meme portfolio. Portfolio, and just click continue right there. Why is this not working? But you've basically seen how that works. So if you want to navigate through your different portfolios, they'll be listed here. You'll have Lexus LX570, you'll have the meme portfolio, you have the Solana ecosystem portfolio, and so on and so forth. It's actually here, yeah, the meme portfolio. So if I want to go back to my Lexus LX 600 portfolio, I just click there, that part. So how does this work? So if I want to add a token, I'll go down here. If for example, let's assume I bought BTC. I bought BTC in January of 2023. So I'll come at this part, new transaction. I'll say deposit. That's the first thing. Then I'll search the coin that I bought. So in this case, it's BTC, Bitcoin. So after buying Bitcoin, let's say I bought 1.2 worth of Bitcoin. And I want you to notice that I won't enter the price right here. This system has been made to automatically detect the price of that asset after you've entered the time and the date, or rather the year of when you bought that asset. So it will automatically detect the price of that token as out of that day. So in this case, I want to buy in 2023, in January, maybe let's say date 18th January 2023. At what time? Maybe let's say I'm an early person or a late night. I bought it at midnight, 23:40. And remember, you can also edit from this part. I can come here and say 23:41, like that. So what the Nini will do, it will detect automatically the price of that asset as out of that specification I've entered right here. So you can enter your note, the fee types. If you encountered some fee, you can also add it here. But for this case, let me just say done. And let's see what will happen. So if I come at this part right here, it will give me some specification. If you've noticed it has changed, it will tell me as out of 18th January 2023, the amount I invested in buying Bitcoin was 24,950 USDT. That maybe was around 3 million Kenya shilling. But the price that I have right now is over $101,212 dollars. So this is like 13 million, if I'm not wrong, 13 million Kenya shillings. So it means now that the profit that I'm sitting on is this amount right here, 1,200 minus the amount that I invested in, which is 24,950, and that is the profit right here. No wonder we said crypto portfolios or portfolio trackers will help you calculate your profit and loss, the P&L. In this case, we are sitting on a profit of 76,000, a little over 10 million Kenya shillings. So yeah, so if someone bought BTC with 2 million, they're sitting in around 13 million. So they've made a profit of approximately 8 to something around, if you multiply this by 130, something around 9 million or 10 there. So, but that's beside the point. If I come to this part right here, it will give me the current price. The price right here, this row, or is this a column, whatever. This row right here that is represented by the word price is the current market price of BTC. So the current market price of BTC is 84. What's the quantity that I bought? 1.2. The total value is the value inclusive of the profit. Value inclusive of the profit. So it includes the amount invested in and the profit. Then the average buy. So I bought BTC averagely at the price of 20K. And if you see, yes, it was an average price of 24 because this is what I invested in. Unrealized profit. Number one, you have realized and unrealized profit. We have, I look at this in a few. We're having our total profit here and the percentage performance in 7 days. But remember, you can customize this from this part. You can decide to have the performance in maybe 30 days. And you'll see the performance of Bitcoin in 30 days is 0.56 up. The percentage in 7 days is that. You can always customize from this part right here. Just to come back to realized and unrealized profit, someone to give a guess, what's the difference between realized and unrealized profit? The difference between realized and unrealized profit? Someone? Joseph?
Before you sell, that profit is unrealized because you're not taking it up. But after you sell, that profit comes realized profit.
Yes, let's appreciate Joseph. Unrealized means this is the profit you're sitting on, but you haven't sold that. Asset for you to collect these profits. So it is basically unrealized. And remember, in crypto, anything can happen. So they're telling you it's unrealized, meaning that you haven't collected it. And also it means that this price, this profit can change anytime because Bitcoin can go down or go up. So they're telling you it can change anytime. So for you to make it realized profit, you have to do what? To collect that profit. So just scrolling down here, it has a list of all the transactions you've done. And in this place, it will tell you that this is the token that we invested in, which is BTC. Which type of trade did we do? We deposited, rather we invested in BTC. This is the quantity we bought. And this is the most interesting part. It will give you the price you bought. This is the price you bought. No wonder you've seen portfolio trackers are really nice because you don't need to remember what price you bought in. You'll just come to your transaction and you'll see, I actually bought BTC at 27 or something, whatever, this price. But what is the current price of BTC right now is at 84. It will give you all that. If it was at a loss, this price will be in red. But because now you're in profit, the 84 is in green. So since trade means since I bought, how has BTC performed? It has gone up 305%. So when did I buy this BTC? I bought this BTC the 18th of January 2023. So let's input another thing. Let's say, Thomas, you have a question?
Yeah. Just before you leave the screen, how much will you get if you do incremental purchases like DC on a coin or token?
Perfect. I had decided to discuss that, but let's do that actually. That's the example we'll do because you've mentioned it. Let's answer that practically. Let's say we are doing DC on Bitcoin. We are buying anytime BTC goes down, we buy. So Thomas, give us another date we buy BTC. New transaction. Remember, we are buying BTC again, so that we can see how actually Nini works. What do we call it? How DCA works. Remember, I said DCA is also a good strategy to do. So give me another date and the quantity.
Let's say maybe 8 months later, maybe July 23.
The quantity? How many?
0.5. Maybe I'm not sure if the price will be low at that time to gain this year.
Let me put my charger. So 0.5. BC doesn't mean that you have to buy every time it dumps. You can buy even when it's going up. So you said 3 months later, so that's 2023. The same year?
It will be July 2020.
July, okay. July, let's choose a random date, 18th. But this time we bought in the morning, 2 a.m. Yes, 2 a.m. Let's say that. Then remember, you don't need to enter this price manually. It will automatically detect that. So let's do it. Let's see. Perfect. You'll notice now what has changed is our investment has now increased. We are at 24. We had invested 24K. Now we are at 40K. Higher. The profit has also increased and the total value has also increased. But let's see how Nini works. If you come to this part, it will give you the unrealized profit and all that. But I want us to look at how DCA works. So if you come to this part, what will it do? It has created, this is 30K. Remember we bought at 30K. Higher. This was our first transaction. Our first transaction was 18th of January 2023. And the assets that we bought at that day are up, as out of today, they are up 305%. But the asset that we bought 3 months later, that is 18th of July 2023, are up what price? What percentage? 179%. Meaning we bought these tokens, or rather the amount we invested, or the price of Bitcoin as out of that date was 30K. But the price of Bitcoin right now is 84K. So the difference is our profit. So this is basically how DCA works. You'll have different profits at different types. For example, this was 305, was 79% up, but profit is profit anyway. Is that okay, Thomas? Yes. So I think the last thing that we've remained to do is to see how realized profit works. So just come to this part. If you want to collect for example, you've collected your profits. So if you collect your profit, you still need to come to your portfolio tracker and tell it they're actually collected by profit, so it can update how your portfolio is looking like after withdrawal. So just come to new transaction. You can access this from this part right here or down here. Where has it gone? Okay. Yeah, maybe it has shifted. Yeah, so new transaction. But in this case, no, we are not depositing, but we are withdrawing. You are telling our portfolio tracker that we actually collected profit from our BTC. So the BTC that we sold, let's say we sold 0.7. We sold 0.7 worth of Bitcoins. So when did we sell them? Let's say we sold them in January when Bitcoin was 100K. Was Bitcoin 100K in January? Let's put December. I think Christmas Bitcoin was 100K. Someone was Bitcoin. Let's do that. It was around 26th of December 2025. Now let me just redo that again. Come to this part. I want to go to 2025. No, not 2025, 2024. December of 2024, maybe let me choose 27th. I think just before we ended the year, Bitcoin was at 100K, and this time around I sold at 12 p.m., 12:05, and said done. So let's look at that. So what will happen? Now, my unrealized profit will reduce because now my unrealized profit represents the profit that I'm currently sitting on but I've not collected. But my realized profit is 52,570. So my total profit is that. But if I come down here, it will update that in my system. withdrawal. So I withdrawed 0.7 worth of BTC, and the price of 0.7 worth of BTC was actually 95. Here it is. This is the amount I collected, 95. As I was selling 0.7, as I was selling my BTC, or my 0.7 BTC, the current price of BTC, or rather one full BTC as out of that date, was 95. And the current price of Bitcoin right now is 84. So it's telling me I collected at a profit. No wonder we are having 12%. It's the comparison of the price of BTC as out of that date and the price of BTC today. So it's telling me that I actually did a wise decision. I sold early before BTC went down. If the inverse was this, it will be in red, telling me if I did hold on for a little bit longer, I would have sold BTC for a little bit higher price. So that is basically how it will update. Also, it will update up here and it will say I have withdrawn $67,000 worth of BTC. My investments will reduce and my investment will remain, because remember, this is the amount I had invested, but my profit will reduce and my total value will reduce because now I have collected some profits. Any question before you end this class? Or before I ask a question, actually? Any question? Okari?
What if now you don't hold any Bitcoin? Can you delete it from your portfolio?
Yes, you can actually. If you want to delete this, let's delete this. Can come and say edit from the transaction. Remember, I'm on the transaction, not on the portfolio part. If I want to delete this, I'll come on this part where you can edit. Remember, you can also edit if you missed any details. For example, maybe it was not 1.2 but rather 1.245. You can come and edit from this part. But in this case, you've asked about deleting, so I'll come and delete from this part. I'll delete. If I would delete all of them, let's delete all of them so that you can see a change. But you've noticed it has changed even right here. So if I want to delete everything, I just edit and delete. Let's delete all of them so that you can see a change. Perfect. So if I come on the top right here, you'll see now our portfolio has gone back to zero. Our holdings have disappeared. Is that okay? Any other question? Before I ask the question? I have a question. What happens, or rather, what do you think will happen when you can't remember the date and amount you bought that crypto? Remember, when you are depositing here, you need to know deposit, you need to know the quantity and the date and time you bought that crypto token. What do you think will happen if you can't remember the date and the time? Remember, the date and time will help the system to automatically detect the price you bought that asset at. What do you think will happen if you can't remember the two? What do you think you should do? Joseph?
You can input manually if you remember the price.
Yes, that's a good option. You can input manually if you remember the price right here. But what if you don't remember even the price? What do you think you should do? I'm just asking this question because I know people approach me with that question. So, Thomas?
Yeah, okay, for me it's a question. I have the marginal question, but maybe since you approve this, is there a way to link this to the exchange where you have the coins or the wallet so that you list them?
Yeah, so that once you buy it automatically takes that data and updates it. Or after you sell it.
Or you dynamically pick when you build the portfolio, or you pick from the wallet where you have the coins.
Yes, that's a good question. I'll come to that. But rather, what you do when, for example, in a case where you've forgotten the quantity that you bought, this BTC, there's no way you'll forget the coin that you bought. Anyway, Bitcoin, for example, you forgot the quantity and the date and time. What you do when you go to where you bought those tokens, let's use an example with Binance. Where you bought those tokens, if you go to the transaction history, it will give you the quantity and the date and time. So from your exchange platforms, just go where you bought that token from, go there. If it is Binance, go on Binance, go under the transaction segment, and you'll get all those details. You'll get the quantity and the date and time. Even the decentralized exchanges, Uniswap, remember this is crypto, they'll have all this data. Even if it is a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, PoolCoin, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, and all that, just go to the transaction history and they'll give you the quantity and the date and time. But Thomas has asked a very important question. Is there an option where you can link this thing instead of coming to enter these things manually from this part right here? Is there an option where you can link these portfolio trackers directly to your exchanges so that you can buy, once you buy it automatically updates itself, or once you sell, instead of coming and telling the system that you did a withdrawal, it automatically detects that? Yes, there's an option of that, but there's a reason why I decided for us to use Live Coin Watch, because me personally, I don't know about you guys, me personally, I don't love connecting random things to my wallet. I'd prefer something like this, which I do manually, and it is completely independent from my wallets. My wallets are on this side, my crypto portfolio is on this side. So it means even if my email gets compromised, someone cannot withdraw my transaction. The only thing they'll do, they'll be able to see the amount of tokens I hold. The amount of, they'll come, if someone accesses my Live Coin Watch, or rather my portfolio tracker, the only thing they'll be able to see is the tokens that I hold, the profit I'm sitting on, though it's also a risk, but at least they'll not have access to my money. But if you want a more advanced portfolio tracker that you can connect, Live Coin Watch, I love it because it's completely independent. I'll have to do all this manually, and for me, I feel it's a security measure. But if you want a portfolio tracker that does that, we have what you call the CoinStat. I think not here. I have it bookmarked here. CoinStat. Where is it? Yes, it is CoinStat, and I think I have mentioned that in the, yes, here. So CoinStat, it links or syncs with multiple wallets and exchanges and offers advanced analytics. So, but with the Live Coin Watch, it's more manual. But if you want that, you can come to CoinStat right here. You can log in or sign up, and it allow you. You can see it's a portfolio tracker. It track all your wallets and exchanges from one place, and it gives you an option to connect your entire portfolio to your different exchanges. I don't want to log into this, but let's do this. I want to log in with a different browser so you can use my public email. Let's just log in with my public email right here. Like I said, always remember to have your emails, your crypto email private. Let's log in or sign up. Why is it not loading? Let me refresh this. Let's get started. After without getting started, you can see it can give you an option. If you can see this, Thomas, it gives you an option of connecting to your Binance, gives you an option of connecting to your MetaMask, Coinbase, and other wallet addresses that you'll be using. So it can give you that option. So if you want to automatically be your crypto portfolio to automatically update itself, you can use the CoinStart crypto portfolio. Any other question? Portfolio tracker rather. Any other question? Okay, so if no question, I'll end this class at that. Joseph, yes?
A question outside the topic about mantra.
Mantra, yes, I know that.
It was among the real world assets and it was pulled. Does that affect upper cryptocurrency under the real world assets? Because people maybe have negative issues about the WRA.
No, remember, I also said, I've said that the category itself is a good category. But remember, you also have scammers. There are people who will come up with tokens and pretend that they are under the real world asset. But how do you catch them? No wonder I said you can come to the list. Not any coin under that list is a good token. You need to do your crypto tokenomics, or rather look at the coins metrics. Look at the holders, the market cap, all those things, the volume, all those things, the utility, the use case, all those things. Make sure you've done that. Do they have an active social media platform like X? Look at the white paper. What are they really solving? Look at their website, stuff like that. So it doesn't mean it will affect these other coins. If these other coins are solid projects, so they'll still hold on. But if that one was rug pulled, it means then the project itself from the word go had some red flags. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Also, I had noted down there's some people maybe they sent their emails and I did not add them to the group. There are people who have had to add them manually. So Official Governor, Absalom, Samuel, Friday, and Bitcoin. Kindly, immediately after this class, send me your email so that I can update it on my end so that you can join the group, or rather the meetings, automatically without me having to add you manually. If no other questions, I'll end this class at this juncture. We meet tomorrow. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.